Hello there folks, this is Ferengi on board again with a video, this time on my video game, and more importantly the demo I am willing to create, I'm willing to expand on. Now the previous videos have all been regarding chapter which happens in Japan. The time is somewhat asynchronous in a way because there will be two different timelines presented at the same time, but that's not necessarily the most important aspect. Now I'm working on a little demo that this demo regards the revival of a map that I've been working on a long time ago, like almost 3/4 of a year. And this is one of the first maps I have created back then, and I decided to revive it because it's actually one of the few maps that is actually fully functional. And well, what I have been toiling towards with like great compassion is I have expanded the map. I made it like 4 times bigger now, and it has 4 areas that each I'm working on, and I am almost full with one of the 3 areas that I have added. Another one is almost complete, like, well, at least halfway through it, and the other part, the last zone, is, well, I haven't started it yet. After I finish these areas, I have to create the necessary interconnections, and then I think I can actually call this part of the game as a whole. Now this map is only a part of a greater chapter as well, but I think it's gonna be challenging enough and there's gonna be enough play in it that I can actually launch as a demo to see what people can expect out of me as a game developer and game designer. I've been working hard towards improving my JavaScript as well, and I'm still looking further to improve. Now the point is, with this chapter it shows the encounter of Xandara, the actual protagonist of the game, as opposed to the 5 playable characters in the current day, the present day chapter, as I have called it, because it theoretically takes place in our days in Japan, in the university Shizuoka University of Art and Culture, but taking place in a alternate universe. I decided to come up with a personal design on that. Okay, so now presenting more aspects about this. The chapter will be shortly presented. This is only a sneak peek of what to expect out of it. There is a 2, 3, or 4 minutes long dialogue in here, so I have decided to add a choice, which usually I think most people will ignore, and I'm gonna choose this as well for now. Okay, I have changed the map. I have lowered the character's movement speed. Usually it was 4 in the beginning. Now it's gonna be 3. The character that will be chasing you will spawn her illusions later on, and I have been toiling with different aspects regarding her. I have made several adjustments to the map to be able to move through some places that previously I didn't have the skill how to create. I've been using some plugins to make sure that each character that will be chasing you or trying to kill you, because the character in here is the actual nemesis that you will have to defeat in one way or another. She will spawn some clones, she will spawn some illusions of herself, and they will all be chasing you, and the purpose is that they cannot actually leave the zone they are in. And the original map was up till here. Now the action will take place in what I call the red zone, which is actually the second area. This one, because, well, I called it the red zone because, like, reasons. Okay, it's not gonna be called the red zone in the in the game itself, but let's find out some stuff about it. Okay. Okay, so for the moment, every now and then this nemesis will actually, you know, invoke 5 fires that she will throw at us, unfortunately. And yes, the point is that if you stay in them, you actually get hurt, So a trick would be to keep moving, because if you stay in those, they actually burn. The numbers are still subject to change. They will be actually improved. There is a small issue where, like, as you move around, the point is the variables of the character's location have a period, a dead time, in which they have to be calculated by the time the character moves from one tile to the other. As of what I've seen through testing, while the character is in between the tiles, the variables don't have a value, so the fires might actually not spawn. They're probably gonna be spawned in the 0, 0 coordinates, which are somewhere up there in the corner. So this will actually happen in a cycle of 3 for now. So the point is to keep moving, that's one point. Because if you move, the point is that you'll actually take less damage rather than staying in them, but note that when they are spawned, they will chip some of their HP. The point was that these fires would actually have to jump on you, because you would theoretically kick them onto you, but unfortunately the script for some reason simply doesn't want to work, so I still have to handle that. Now you also have to remember one thing: when these texts appear, you cannot move until they move away, so that's why they were also made a few of those, right? So just make sure you never stay in the fires. Also, don't forget that my game is also gonna be more of a visual novel rather than an RPG. It will have RPG aspects as well. And there are some situations in which, unfortunately, for some reason the damage might not actually apply. Ouch, that really burned. Ouch, ouch. Spicy. And this is her big attack. It's not gonna be the only one, and you have to keep away from it. And well, that's all for now. The point is, this attack is buggy because I haven't completed it entirely, but I actually like how I drew these and how it actually triggers. It kind of looks realistic. I actually like it. And I still have to fix this because for some reason it was exploitable. Now I managed at least to make sure that it's no longer exploitable. There is a lot of work to do, yes. There are other 2 areas in here that you know, they will be inaccessible during the challenges. The each of the areas will disallow the player from moving away from them the first time you actually defeat these characters. And the point is, as long as these characters live, they will constantly apply a debuff on you unless you actually step into their area. And when you step into their area, you will be immune to the AoE of that character, but the other two will still affect you in a way. And the point is, if you kill them, you have 5 minutes of real time to make sure that you kill all the 3 of those and carry on the main mission, which the main mission is to kill the initial character who has been, you know, chasing you. Now the point is, up till now I made it available that you can actually come back in here, and well, you know, it's like we shouldn't be going there because that character definitely doesn't want to give us a hug. So until next time, have fun, keep up doing the great work, and Ferenc on board signing out.